ask you, have you seen the Twitter beef going on with my boy Quincy Avery and Shador?
Oh, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I mean,
your boy JB.
I mean, I love it. I think it's hilarious. I've been retweeting both sides. This is like wondering, what do you want, less or more, gonorrhea or syphilis? Right? Neither guy's really great. You know, I don't really like either of them, but I'm like, you know what? If you want to sling mud at each other, two skunks getting into a pissing contest, you know what? Let's amplify this. And if you're Deion Sanders, if you're Coach Prime, I'd say, son, just let it. But you know what? They don't know any better. They don't. Man.
I know JB had if I'm not mistaken, before I joined the show, JB got into it with Quincy on the show and hung up on him. If I'm not am I right in saying that? Did you hang up on Quincy?
Yeah, I had him on my show. He was the worst guest I ever had on my show.
I don't know Quincy personally, but there's been multiple people, you, Marcellus, been people online. Now we're seeing Deion's family,
Smitty,
all have a disliking for Quincy. And again, I haven't met him, so I like to judge people based upon
Smitty. You know what's funny?
But I don't know.
Smitty, Miami fans hate Quincy because he's been critical, because we had a quarterback named Jaron Williams about 5 years ago. This guy could play, had a lot of arm talent, except he smoked more doobie than Cheech and Shaun. So he ran himself out of the program. And then Quincy had some feelings about that. And then he basically said, and whether it's true or not, you can debate it. He said, oh, Mario Cristobal's a quarterback killer. He's terrible. So and I think over this offseason, he came to the campus to the Software Athletic indoor practice facility with, I think it was Geno Smith, and a lot of Miami fans weren't happy about it. Quincy is a very, very polarizing figure, to say the least.
Hey, look, whole question should be, Bailey, does JB, you know I'm going to Quincy Avery or the Sanders?
That's what I'm saying. Like, whose side you on right now?
The flu or the cold?
I feel like you're on the Sanders side right now, JV.
About who?
I think you're on Team
Sanders right now.
You know,
we could do a poll question, because I'm just telling you, Steve. I can't stand Quincy Avery. I think he's a fucking joke and a mockery.
So who are you rooting for here, Coach?
Right
Taliban or Al Qaeda?
Right.
See, I don't have no issue with Deion. I have no character issue, or I just have issues with what I see as a coach and a head coach and as a father. So that's my issue. I have real deep down issues with Quincy Avery, because this is a guy who was a Division II wide receiver who inherited guys who he met through who he knew and who knew him in the business to start coaching and training quarterbacks. And then he wants to act as if he's been a quarterback guru forever. Like if he trained like Deshaun Watson from 11 years old on or some shit. You got Deshaun Watson when he was already in the league, homie. Come on, man.
Well, that's like boxing. When you get a 2-time gold medalist and all of a sudden, hey, you're his trainer. You're like, great. You get all the credit for something that's been done for 15 years. I mean, Rudy Carpenter's a good friend of mine, played at Arizona State, had a really good career, spent some time in the National Football League. He told me years ago, he goes, Steve, all of these quarterback gurus, to me, I think most of them, he said, not all. He said, most of them are very fraudulent. Because a lot of them didn't even play the position. He goes, Steve, they didn't even have the career I had. And he's right. He's like George Whitfield suddenly was boosted as like this, the Obi-Wan Kenobi of quarterbacks. And I'm like, what? Well, if you gave me the best of the best every year in high school after they've already been polished up for the most part, I'd look like a genius too.